Hey y'all, this is Rhonda from the Underwoods, and we have a ton of turkey that was left from last week, and I froze it, and so I took it out and thawed it out, and I'm gonna try to make 3 recipes. For sure I'm making 2, and so I'm gonna film and show you what I'm gonna make. So this one is pretty simple. I've made it before. It's been a while, and you actually are supposed to use, it says chicken, but I'm going to make it with turkey. So this is going to be chicken and dumpling casserole. Okay, so it doesn't taste like chicken and dumplings, but it is good. So the first thing you need is, I've got to cut this up, 3 to 4 cups of cooked chicken, but again I'm going to use turkey, but you can use chicken. Then you need some, it says unsalted butter, but when I made it last time I used just regular butter. And then you need a cup of flour, which mine's the self-rising flour, but if you use all-purpose flour you're going to need to use baking powder, but I'm going to use self-rising. So then you're going to need 2 cups of chicken broth. You're going to need a cup of milk, a cup of the flour, you're going to need some salt, the butter, and a can of cream and chicken soup. And then this is an optional ingredient that I add because it makes it taste a little bit better. I just sprinkle a little bit of poultry seasoning in the soup mixture. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. So the first thing that you're going to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees, but I've got to get to cutting my turkey up. So I'll show you what I do first. Okay, so you're going to take your 1/4 cup of butter, and you're going to melt it in the microwave. So let me do that, and then I'll show you what you do next. Okay, so I put the melted butter in the 9x13 pan, and then now, if you're using chicken, you're going to put that in there next. But I'm going to be using the turkey because we have, like I said, a bunch of leftover turkey. So I decided to use 3 cups because I'm going to try to make 2 other recipes. I'm making 1 for sure. So I can't do this one-handed, but I'm going to spread it out and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I got my chicken all spread out all over the butter, and then I'm going to show you what you do next. And this sounds like it's not going to turn out right, but it does. Okay, so the next thing that you do is you take your 1 cup of flour, and your 1 cup of milk, and you're going to whisk it all together. And then I'll show you what you do next because I can't do this with one hand unless I spilt some milk. Okay, so also, if I didn't say it, you're also going to put, if you use all-purpose flour, you're going to put some baking powder in here, and I'll put the measurements down below, or the recipe down below on it, but I used self-rising flour, so you don't have to do that. So let me show you what you do next. I'm just going to put it on there and I'm going to show you. Okay, so you're going to spread it out like this, like just globs. I don't know how to describe it, but just like that. And then let me show you what you mix up next. Okay, so the very last thing that you're going to mix up is the 1 can of cream of chicken soup and the 2 cups of chicken broth. And then, like I said, you don't have to do this, but this is what I'm going to do because it does make it taste better. I put a little poultry seasoning, and just sprinkle a little bit in here with the chicken broth and the cream of chicken soup. So let me show you what it looks like all mixed up. Okay, this is the cream of chicken soup and the chicken broth, and it's all mixed up. And then now I'm just going to put a little tiny bit, if I can get it open, of the poultry seasoning in there. And then let me show you. I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm going to show you what you do next. So this right here, you do not stir this up, and then we're going to pour this on the top, and we're not going to stir it. So you don't stir anything. You're doing it in layers, and you do not stir it at all once it's in the casserole dish. So I'm going to take this now, and I'm going to pour this all over the top. And like I said, you do not stir this. It sounds crazy, but you don't. And then we're going to put it in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 to 45 minutes. And we'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so we had to cook ours for 45 minutes. It says 35 to 45 minutes, but we cooked ours for 45 minutes. And we're going to let it cool down a little bit. And then we'll show you what it looks like all plated up. But it smells really good. So this is what it looks like all plated up. And it looks good. So my husband said it's really good. Which we've had it before. I don't think he remembers it. Okay, so this last recipe is going to be a turkey pot pie. And it's actually a recipe for a chicken pot pie, but we're going to do turkey. So what you're going to need, the ingredients, are frozen pie crust, which is the deep dish, the 9-inch. And you're going to thaw it out, or people say defrost it, but we've always said thaw it out. So it's where it's not frozen. Defrost, thaw, whatever you want to call it. You're going to need a can of cream of chicken soup. You're going to need, which mine is a 19-ounce package, but you're going to need 2 cups of frozen mixed vegetables. And then you're going to need 2 cups of the, I'm going to use turkey, but you can use chicken. And then you're going to need a 1/2 cup of milk. So let me show you what you do first. First thing, I didn't think about it. First thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then I'll show you what you need to do next. Okay, so I already got my 2 cups of turkey in the bowl. And now you're going to put the 2 cups of mixed vegetables in there. And they're not quite thawed, but it'll be okay. And then you're going to put the 1/2 cup of milk. And the can of cream of chicken. And then a little tiny bit of, like, 1/4 of a teaspoon of the poultry seasoning, which I'm not going to get a teaspoon out to measure. So just a little bit. And you're going to mix it all up. And then I'll show you what you do next. Okay, so I mixed that up till it's well combined. And then this is, my pie crust looks really pitiful. But you know, I'm sure it'll be fine. So this was really hard to get out of the crust, but, I mean, out of the pie pan. But, and then it fell apart. So this is me putting it back together. So we'll see if I can do the other one better. So next thing you're going to do is you're going to put your chicken and vegetable mixture in here, and then I'll show you what you do next. But I know this looks awful. Okay, so once you get your turkey and vegetable mixture in there, it's going to look like this, which looks a whole lot better. And then you're going to put your top pie crust on there. And you just be really careful. I know I'm going to mess it up, so mine's going to look sad looking. We'll see. Okay, so this actually, the top part was a lot easier to do than the bottom part. So you have to cut slits in the top part to vent it, and you're going to put it in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes until the top part is brown. So we'll see if it's done in 30 minutes. I think it may take 40, so we'll see. Alright, it's all out of the oven, and we had to cook it for a total of 40 minutes because I know our oven's a little funny. So anyway, it looks really good. So this is everything we had. I had 3 different recipes using leftover turkey that I had froze from Thanksgiving. So like this video. If you like videos like this, comment down below and subscribe to our channel. This is Rhonda from the Underwoods, and I will see you soon. Bye.